And all right, Riggs. Boom. Episode 9.
Boy, hey, next week double digits, huh?
Dude.
Oh my gosh.
We are 9 episodes in on this thing.
Hey.
Did you guys think that when I first surprised BOGcasted you two, that 9 episodes in, we'd still be going strong?
No. And it's getting stronger.
Getting stronger. Getting tweeted from big shots. You know what I mean?
Stronger.
Guys, we're working on merch.
Hey, before we get too crazy right here, I heard we got a new big-time fan. So shout out to Mr. Robert Romines himself. Apparently, he's following all of our videos and is really enjoying the content. And really, that's a testament to us and you guys especially for being just such great entertainment in such a weird time, you know. But yeah, Mr. Romines, hey,
big boss, man.
Greetings, big boss.
Big boss checking in. All right, here we go. Let's start a little bit of hey.
Whoa!
There it is. Took care of business last night.
Oh, okay.
We smacked those sophomore dudes around a little bit. Made it interesting at the end. You know, we got a little bored with them, I think. And they kind of made some moves to come back. But, hey, when it was time to win the game, we won the game. That's the ultimate goal. You know what I mean? Big shout out to the coach in the group here, Aaron Rigsby. Caught a touchdown play last night.
Sure.
He caught a great play. Boom, automatic touchdown. So, great job, Riggs.
Yeah, little trick.
Little tip of the hat. What's that making now? Is that 5 in a row?
City champs?
City champs.
I think that is 5 in a row.
Well, you know, when was the last time we lost to Southmore? That would have been the only year we haven't been city champs. So
right. And when we did lose to Southmore,
was it 14? It might be 6 years in a row. Because what year was the year that we had to go into like double OT with them? That was when the streak started.
So that would have been 15.
15, 16, somewhere in there.
That's right, because that was the year we like blocked a PAT to win it.
Yeah,
and the year before, they had blocked a PAT to win it or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that makes it 6, huh?
That's 6.
Yeah.
All right. Gentlemen.
We run the town, you know?
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
That's all we know, you know what I mean?
Hey, Jordan Shrug.
Dub for Westmore, you know what I mean? All right, let's get into it, guys. Here we go. Head-to-head this week. I'm loving Helton's idea last week of having the theme for head-to-head.
Yes.
Okay. So I kind of stuck with that. We're going to go the fight edition of head-to-head. These are all about fight or some type of fighting or something that had anything to do with fighting. All right? Shout out to the picture. This has been the best edition of the podcast as far as the PowerPoint is concerned.
Shout out to PowerPoint.
Yeah,
shout out to PowerPoint.
For sure.
Appreciate you, Microsoft.
Thank you, Zoom. Thank you,
Zoom.
Thank you, Zoom.
Future sponsor, Zoom.
Hey,
just trying to get the sponsors out there.
So time out before we get into head-to-head. This might not be the right time to bring it up, but I'm just thinking, if we've got a studio coming up, right?
Yeah.
And we're thinking about selling merch, which we are. Could we use the profits to like kit out the studio? Ooh. And let's do this thing.
And like make it officially big time, huh?
Let's make it big time. Let's put it on all the places where podcasts are podcasted.
Spotify. Here we go.
Yeah. Let's go.
Okay.
I didn't mean to take away from head-to-head. It was just an idea that came to me.
We got to jump in there when we think of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't forget the ideas. They're so good, we got to get them down, you know?
No.
All right, here we go. Head-to-head, fight edition. First one here. You're going to fight either a gorilla and you've got a hammer, or you can fight a grizzly bear and you've got a knife. Now, it's a decent-sized knife. It's not like it's a samurai sword or anything, but it's not a little pocket knife. Let's say it's a butcher knife. Sound fair? Gorilla with a hammer or grizzly bear with a knife?
Okay, so they're not fighting each other. It's us fighting one or the other.
Okay.
I'll go first.
Okay.
And listen, this is pretty straightforward, okay? You've got to take your chances with the grizzly bear with a knife, okay? Gorilla with a hammer is not going to do anything.
No.
Well, a little bitty hammer is not going to help you from getting mauled to death and your face beaten in by a big silverback gorilla. Grizzly bear with a knife, you might get lucky, slash that dude in the throat, he'll bleed out, you'll be okay. But you've got no chance with a hammer. Like, you better hope to throw the hammer at the gorilla and knock him out. Because if he gets close enough to grab you, hammer's probably not going to do a whole lot of that.
The second that you are within arm reach of that gorilla, you're getting torn joint from joint, limb from limb. I can't. Right. No, it's got to be grizzly.
Yeah, unless it's Thor's hammer, and I can really wield that thing around and throw it and have it somehow come back to me or something.
But I can't pick that thing up.
Here's what I picture: as soon as I start to nobody can, right? So as soon as I swing that hammer, though, here's what I envision: I'm just reaching back. I start going and then he just takes the hammer from me and just beats me with a hammer until I die.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gorilla's got thumbs, and I'm not messing with that. So the grizzly bear with a knife, maybe I'll cut it just in the right spot, and maybe it'll bleed out, and then while it's bleeding out, I can run away or something. But no way I'm messing with it.
You can't fight another animal that has hands.
Right.
Guys,
it's not gonna work.
I get terrified of I've seen videos of gorillas slinging their babies around, like they just pick them up, they start slinging. I'm like, that could be me. He would grab me by my arm and I would go slinging around like that.
Absolutely.
That would not be good.
That one was pretty easy.
No, hold on. Props to grizzly bears, because those dudes, they're mean as hell too.
Right.
Sure.
One swipe of that paw, you're probably done for too.
You guys know that I love to show movies all the time in class. In fact, shout out to Robert Romines, who only comes into my room when I'm showing movies. But one of the movies that I show is a documentary about a guy who gets eaten by a grizzly bear. And I'm going to tell you, if the pictures I've seen are accurate, if they're the real pictures, but they don't have hands. And that's the key thing. Right. Now, if grizzly bears had hands, I might fight the gorilla.
Grizzly bears got teeth. Gorillas don't really use their teeth. They just, smash your skull into a million pieces.
But chimps,
potato chips.
Chimps rip people's faces off.
They do.
They do.
They got fingernails.
So just imagine what a gorilla could do.
Hey, 3 for. There we go, guys. All right. The next one. All right. The next one.
Remember Harambe, don't we?
Harambe.
Never forget.
All right.
Never forget. All right. This next one. Here you go. This is good. 100 duck-sized horses or 1 horse-sized duck. Which would you rather fight?
This is the easiest one. I'm fighting off 100 duck-sized horses every day of the week, because have you ever been chased by a duck? I have.
Why am I not shocked you've been chased by a duck?
I have. And they can take your skin off.
Look at that picture. That's a terrifying picture of that duck.
Yes. My mom always told me growing up, be glad. Of course, my mom told me this. Be glad birds aren't the same size you are, because they'd be terrifying. Imagine human-sized birds walking around trying to eat you.
Cool.
Yeah. This is tough. I think you're right, Helton. The duck is just a mean animal. Ducks don't care. They're very territorial, and if you start just walking by, you could be within just 10 feet of them, 20 feet of them. They think you're walking towards them, they're going to come after you. I think horses are a lot more domesticated, so they're kind of used to being around humans a little bit. So maybe you catch all the horses off guard. And I'm thinking, if they're little bitty horses, you just kind of walk around just kicking your legs and just launching them everywhere, The one thing you gotta watch out for from a little duck-sized horse is, I guess, their kicks, their little bucking, their bucking. You.
They could bite. They could bite.
Yeah.
But they've got little tiny mouths.
Yeah, I feel like I just kind of play soccer a little bit and just start launching them with my feet.
Listen, I gotta say, I disagree.
Yeah.
All right. And here's why, okay? No, we're not talking these little duck-sized horses are like little sweethearts, okay? They're still mean animals, okay?
Sure.
And they have the strength of a horse in duck size. Like I saw a video the other day, this like Bronco was running around in this pen, and there was another horse in there, and he backed up to this dude and hit this thing in the head and killed it immediately. The other horse fell over dead. Like it was like just like that. It goes dead. Now imagine 100 of those. Every time you kick, Rage, you're like, oh, I'm just gonna sucker kick everybody. You kick, you get one. When your one leg is off the ground, they're all freaking smoking your other shin. Down you go. You're on the ground now, and now they're kicking you in the face. You're done for. Okay.
No, okay. The second that you scale a horse down to duck size, they do not have the power of a
No, they maintain their strength.
How?
That's the whole point. They maintain their strength.
Okay, well, yeah, I would rather fight one horse-sized duck than 100 horses.
Well, if you're saying, well, if the duck is horse,
but I'm saying economy of size. Like the second that you shrink a horse to duck size, their power goes down that same amount.
Well, okay, listen. The power to kick another horse in the head and kill it immediately, even if you squash that down to duck size, it can kill a duck in the head immediately. That's going to hurt your shin, all right? And then 100 of them pile on top of you, you're going to suffocate under horse hooves, okay?
All right. So here's where I think you're just arguing just to argue, because just based on the setup of this whole question, look at the pictures you chose.
It's a cute little horsey.
The cutest little horsey, just the sweetest. Look at he's so innocent. He's so nice. And you pick this duck that is just absolutely psychotic.
Here's my
duck. You know better, but you just want to argue.
That's my duck face.
You got to get the lips.
Listen, I don't like ducks. My wife is like terrified of geese. She had like a really bad experience when she was a kid, like feeding geese or something. I don't know what happened. She won't talk about it anymore. It scarred her for life. We walk around our pond at our house in our neighborhood.
Oh, I got a pond.
Around the neighborhood. I didn't pay for it.
Yeah, the neighborhood pond. Yeah.
But we pass by these geese that are like always hanging out with these ducks, and they look at us and we look at them, and they're like, I'm like, dude, come on, just bring it. She gets real scared. I'm like, I wish a goose would. And a goose is a bigger duck, dude. I would grab that dude by the throat and swing it around and then launch it to the moon.
I saw a goose attack an old man one time, and it took a bite out of his arm.
Like, how's the duck going to hurt you? Honestly, how is it really going to hurt you? Bite you? That's it? It doesn't even have teeth. It doesn't even have teeth.
They'll take a chunk out of you. Now, blow a duck up the horse size, and imagine what he could tear off of you. Your head.
Listen, he'd swallow you whole.
Oh, God.
He'd swallow you whole. Just compare the fish that they eat to their body size. Heck, if he's the size of a horse, we're about the size of a fish, what it is now. So,
perfect.
He'd just go.
Swallow me whole, and I'll jump the whale this thing and cut my way out. That's what I'm going to do.
Well, no, you didn't say we have knives. We don't have knives.
We don't have
cut out my fingers, all right? Dig out.
We don't have fingernails. You bite those
I'll use my teeth. I'll bite my way out.
You're going to bite your way out of a duck?
Hey, duck does taste pretty good.
They have turduckins. It'll be a ram duckin or something. I don't know. Ramsey inside a duck and inside of a chicken.
Yeah.
So hold on. That's supposing that there is a chicken that's bigger than a horse.
Whoa.
This is some sort of elephant-sized chicken.
In like the dinosaur era, when they did have birds that were like the size of airplanes and stuff. How terrifying would that be? You know, there are people that think like, Bigfoot and stuff like that. There are people that believe in these things called thunderbirds that out in like the spots of like northwestern America where there's like nobody, that there's these gigantic birds that swoop through and like kill people, and explains a lot of missing people we can't find evidence for and stuff like that. Yeah. Thunderbirds.
I believe in it. I bet Riggs doesn't believe in it.
Google it, Riggs. I'm just saying. All right, next one. This one may need a little explaining, so don't make your mind up just yet. All right. Not in the face, okay? In the gut, because in the face it wouldn't matter. You'd be dead at either one of these guys. In the gut, would you rather take a punch from Mike Tyson or a kick from the guy that has the record for the longest field goal, 64 yards, Matt Prater? A kick from him in the gut or a punch from Mike Tyson in the gut?
Easy. Now, I don't care if it's Mike Tyson right now. Have you seen the video?
Oh, yes.
Guy lately coming out of retirement? I am not messing with Mike Tyson. That dude is absolutely psychotic, okay? So if we're talking about to the gut, well, Mike Tyson is trained to punch you in the gut, okay? And he's going to hurt. He's going to break a rib for sure.
Sure.
There's no doubt. I'm so soft, it would just snap me, okay? Prater over here, strong leg, sure, but he's used to kicking things low. If he was kicking me in the shin or in the ankle, that's a little different. But he'd have to get his foot up into my gut.
What if he made you lay down?
Yeah, my thought is you're laying down.
You gotta lay on your side.
Okay. Still, it's Mike freaking Tyson. You know what I'm saying? Like, that dude has a tattoo on his face for a reason. He's crazy, all right? He is crazy. I'm not messing with Mike.
Okay, so I'm going to disagree with you, Riggs.
Okay.
I would rather take the punch from Mike Tyson. And it's not because he's not psychotic, but it's about the geometry.
Yeah, Riggs.
Come on, man. Math at me, huh?
So if he punches, so he punches with a closed fist, right? I don't feel like that would do as much damage as from a pointy foot.
Ooh. He's got a toe poke.
Especially, does he have cleats on? And does Mike Tyson have gloves on?
We'll say no glove, but a shoe on the kicker.
Yeah, I'm not taking a kick in the gut from an NFL kicker with the record for the longest field goal. I'll get impaled.
Both of these would hurt dramatically.
Yes.
But I'm going to go with Hilton.
Oh.
Only for this reason, okay? I'm with Hilton. Riggs, I'm so shocked. The physics guy, you would think, would understand that the force that the kicker can make with the rotational inertia of the swing of his leg, all that momentum. You know, even if Mike winds up, you know, there's only so much you can do. He's going to punch through. He'll probably punch through your stomach into your spine. That's probably going to happen. But it may be a bigger area with the kick, you know. As long as Mike doesn't hit you in the kidney, you'll probably survive.
And all that force is focused on the tip of his toe.
Whoa.
I think you would explode.
Your intestines would explode.
Your intestines, you would explode from the inside out.
Your bowels would explode from the outside in.
Here's the other part, though. I don't think Mike Tyson could just throw one punch and stop. You know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
And the other thing, like, just for me to have to sit there, the anticipation of getting either one of these obviously would suck. But just the fear that would be running through me when Mike Tyson was getting ready to punch me in the stomach would just absolutely ruin me mentally.
Look at Mike Tyson's bicep.
I can kind of wrap my head. You know, I've played football and I've worked on like blocking kicks and blocking field goals and blocking punts and like, you know, sometimes you catch the football there and it's like, yeah, that hurts, but man, you know, that's not so traumatizing. Like, boy, I just look at this dude's face.
Dude.
Look at the guy's face right there. I get what you guys are saying, the science and all that. I'm thinking about the freaking mental trauma that I'm going to face after this.
Understandable.
And I think Riggs has a point. Look at Mike Tyson's face. It's just evil. Like there's nothing there that's not
no remorse.
That's not directly from Satan himself.
Hey, And it would be so much cooler to say I got punched by Mike Tyson than kicked by some guy.
That's true.
You know, once you got out of the hospital after a couple of weeks.
Right. Once you were reborn as an elephant or whatever.
I got killed by Mike Tyson. All right. Next segment. A little round robin.
Where'd you get that picture of me?
You like that?
Nobody. Thank you. Nobody was supposed to see that.
A little chubby Robin right here.
Yeah.
So, Helton, you won last time, right?
I did.
I got a good one here for us. I can't remember if we've done this one before. I think we've done a variation of this one. But this is a little bit more focused, I believe, than our last one was. Our last one before, I think the one I was thinking of was when we did superheroes or whatever. This time, bald characters. So we're talking about guys that are bald, or women that are bald, that are characters, not actors, actresses, famous people. We're talking actual characters from movies, TV shows, books, etc. And since, you know, obviously I picked the category, so I'll go first just to make sure, you know, I got to get ahead of everybody.
I'll go last as the last champion.
That's fair. That's fair. And I'm going to go with the X-Man leader, of course, Professor X.
That's the only one I can even think of.
Uh-oh.
Okay. My turn?
Yep.
So, Rugrats, let's go with Tommy Pickles. He's got like 3 hairs, you know, like I don't know. That's what pops in my head.
He was bald.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, God. Tommy Pickles.
Tommy Pickles.
Hold on, I gotta write this down. Make sure we don't name the same one more than once. I don't think this one's gonna last as long.
No.
This is hard. I'm gonna go with Evie, Natalie Portman's character from V for Vendetta.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. That's a good movie.
It is.
Excellent movie.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Definitely in the top 10 of my favorite movies.
Secondly, the only other person aside from the 3 of us that can rock baldness this hard.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This hard.
All right, I'm gonna go with one of my favorite movie guys, Dr. Evil from Austin Powers. I want some sharks with freaking laser beams attached to their foreheads.
Okay. You know, I didn't think I would be the one to have this one, being that you guys are such big Simpsons fans.
Oh, yeah, I knew
no!
Old Homer Simpson.
Good one.
Homer Simpson.
Good one.
Okay, so I'm going to go with the guy that Dr. Evil's based off of, Blofeld, from the James Bond movies.
Wow.
Deep cut.
Here comes Helton naming the bull crap. All right. What's his name? What?
Blofeld.
I don't even know who the hell that is. All right. I'm going to go with sticking on the Dr. Evil. I don't know how you guys didn't jump on this. How about Mini-Me? Hello. That's a 2-for-1 right there.
We didn't come up with the category and think about it all day. That's
Yeah. We didn't want to just like pick the easy answers, so.
I'm all about winning, whatever it takes.
Golly.
I mean,
Riggs, where you looking, dude?
I'm trying to look like. I don't know. Hold on, give me. What's the count? 5 seconds.
All right, I'll give you a couple of seconds here to think. Come on, dude. There's plenty of characters that don't have hair. Think of basically any bad guy.
Right.
Like, I'm out.
Dang, dude, you suck.
I was not ready for that category.
That's pretty good, though.
Like, you take out actors, and I'm like, well, okay, what is?
If you can remember actor, remember who they played.
I can't remember their names in the movies.
Man.
You know, like I know like The Rock, obviously, but I can't think of like what his characters' names are in movies.
Sure.
I don't watch the past movies either.
Well, I'm gonna go with what was Bruce Willis's name in the Die Hards? Because in those later Die Hards, he was bald, but I can't think of his name.
I can't either. Where is he looking it up?
I'm Googling. Oh! Oh, that was a good one.
What is that guy's name, Hilton?
I can't think of his name. Can I look it up?
Let's let you look it up, because I already have one.
I know who Coleman's gonna say.
You do?
Yes.
How about he who shall not be named? Voldemort.
No, I wasn't ready for that one. I was not ready for Voldemort.
Oh, old Voldemort. Voldemort. Voldemort.
Okay, Bruce Willis. John McClane.
John McClane.
Okay. So you did Voldemort, huh?
Voldemort.
I mean, Triple X, clearly.
Oh, Vin Diesel, huh?
Oh, Vin Diesel.
Hey, I saw something crazy the other day. Vin Diesel was in some new movie that hasn't came out yet. Dude's got a full head of hair.
Really?
It's terrifying looking. He looks disgusting. I don't know if it's like CGI hair or if it's like he got hair. I don't know what happened. He looks awful. To go from no hair back to hair, terrible decision.
Okay, let's find out. We've got,
Did you see him? He plays a lawyer or something.
What is that?
Dude. I don't know what's going on.
That looks photoshopped.
It's not.
All right, here we
I don't think, unless it is. Maybe it is. I don't know.
It's me and Hilton. Riggs, you're still out, right?
Yeah, unless you want to let me in. I just looked up a bunch of them.
Oh, you did? How about now? I've seen people be called this, and I don't know necessarily I've been called this, but I've seen other bald men that we can kind of work together with that have been called this. Mr. Clean from the commercial.
Yeah. He is a character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, what about Megamind?
Oh crap! I've got like one left. Megamind. All right, I'm gonna go with Walter White.
That's the one I was mad I didn't remember.
That's like the last one I can come up with off the top of my head. I'll have to really try and think about this one.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Did Uncle Eddie go or Cousin Eddie go bald at some point in the vacation movies? Like in the later ones?
I don't think so, but I don't know.
We're not counting that hill.
Bud from Kill Bill. Bill's brother in the second one.
Yeah.
That's why he always wore the cowboy hat.
Yeah. Coleman. Is he going back to back?
Hold on. You ain't got to count now. I think I got one. What's the guy's name? The cartoon guy that eats the spinach.
Are you serious?
Popeye.
Popeye's not bald.
He's bald.
Is Popeye
Riggs, make
bald?
a jump, mate. Riggs, make a call.
Well, let's just Google him.
Popeye is bald. Damn it.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
He got this is a little bitty hat.
Nice.
That's him without the
Hey,
hat.
that dude's got a great looking head right there.
Dang it. Okay.
Ooh, man. Getting down to the nitty gritty right here. The nitty and the gritty.
I'm sure people are just like screaming some out at us right now.
Yeah. Oh, no, they've already skipped this section entirely. They've gone to the next segment. Bald characters. Famous bald characters.
Give him the countdown, Riggs.
Oh.
I'm done. I'm done.
Yes.
Riggs, who could we have picked?
Charlie Brown.
Oh.
Charlie Brown. You
Brown.
guys said Vin Diesel, and he was in the movie Riddick. You remember Riddick?
Yeah.
Never saw it. What about The Rock? I couldn't think of any character he was.
I know. I was thinking, like, what was his character in Jumanji? What was his character?
Guy's name. The Rock.
Yeah. One I thought you were gonna get, Coleman, was Bane.
Oh man, how did I forget that one?
I don't know. Man. I thought for sure you'd come up with that. And then Gru.
Oh, dressed up as Gru for Halloween.
I know.
That jacket I have in my scarf, I really look like Gru.
Dang it.
Man, those are some good.
Yeah, Captain Underpants. I don't know.
Well, great job, Helton, for coming in second place.
I played hard to finish.
That's the other one I thought of. Last one, Drax.
Oh yeah,
from the Guardians movie.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Great character. Batista, you mean?
Thanos.
Thanos is also bald.
Give you a Batista bomb.
Hey, and really, after doing this, it's a disgrace that there's not more bald people represented in this character.
No kidding.
We shouldn't have had.
You know what I'm saying? Hard. Like it should have been like we should have been going on for an hour at least, just naming off all the important bald characters. And that was a 5-minute segment. Are you serious?
Yeah.
We're struggling.
Hollywood really discriminates against
Hollywood.
We are underrepresented in the film industry.
I mean, of the people in the bog, 100% are bald. So
yes. I think it's time for us to boycott the liberals in Hollywood with their hair biases.
Freaking hippies.
Yeah.
The hippies.
Yeah. Smoking their doobies,
Yes. Freaking out. High on the pot.
Yeah. Makes me sick.
Take me to the next segment. I'm mad.
We got to get out of here before something bad happens. Who knows what we're going to say next?
We're on a slippery slope at this point.
Slippery slope. Here we go. Current events. This is Maya Gabiara. She is a 33-year-old woman who just broke her own record for largest wave ever ridden by a woman. She had the previous record of 68 feet. This one she rode over the weekend was in Portugal, was 73.5 feet tall.
Mm-mm.
That's like 7+ stories.
Yeah.
And
like swimming pools.
I've never surfed. I've never been in like big waves. I've been to the beach one time in my life. And that was, I guess twice. But the most recent one was for my honeymoon. And like being out in the ocean, like just being out like part way out there and getting hit by like a 4-foot wave, I'm like, dude, I feel helpless. Like water is one of the things that like it scares the heck out of me. I can't imagine a 70-foot wave, how terrifying that would be once that thing starts rolling over.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, and that like you said, just a little bitty tiny wave when I'm playing around in the shallow end, like those will knock me over. And then have you ever gotten caught like in the little underneath, what do they call that?
The undercurrent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, can you imagine how strong it would be underneath a 73-foot wave? Like you're not coming back up.
You just be getting tossed around.
Yeah.
With nothing, no power over what to do.
It would be.
That's impressive.
Terrifying.
73 feet. I can't even picture that. Is this the actual picture right here?
They think this is probably it.
They think. Who's they?
She rode a bunch of big waves that afternoon.
Okay, so if they think this is it, then how do they know that she actually rode this wave?
Math, hypotenuses and stuff like that. I don't know. Here's the other, like this, that the size of the wave was astonishing. But then it said it was in Portugal. I was like, dude, what? Not even in like a tropical place, really. Like that was surprising to me. Which,
I
you
guess a
know,
lot of people go surfing out there though.
it's fall here. Does that mean it's spring over there? Is that how that works? I don't even know.
It's in Europe.
Yeah, right. Once you cross the line,
Yeah, the international date line.
yeah, you're
Yeah.
a day before and a season after, right?
Right. Right.
Yeah.
I think it's like winter right now in Portugal.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Isn't it night over there too? I don't know.
Yes.
It's 2:00 here. Is it 2:00 tomorrow there?
Or like Monday. It
Oh,
might be
what?
Monday. I think it's
So
Monday.
they're like in the future.
Sort of.
So they know what's gonna happen already? Like
How
the
do you
rest of my
think-
day?
How do you think the Japanese come up with all those robots? They're in the future. Where's
That
the
makes so
here?
much sense.
Yeah.
Why are we so behind?
We're always a day
So
late and a
if
dollar short. Literally.
We got to figure out a way to speed up our Earth days here. You know.
Or maybe turn. Yeah, I want more days in less time.
So make the day shorter.
Maybe.
50-hour days, right?
Maybe. Could we pull a Superman and like fly around the Earth so fast that it starts going the other direction, and then we're in the future and they're in the past?
What if we pulled a Superman and started rotating the Earth the opposite way?
Right, that's what I just said.
No, I mean like not like this, like this.
Oh, like that?
Yeah.
You want to
Hey.
live like they live on Uranus?
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I heard Uranus is a great place this time of year.
I've always heard Uranus is very scenic.
It's very gassy, though. So you gotta come prepared with your oxygen tank.
Yeah, it's a gas planet.
Hey, speaking of time, hey,
Hold
we were
on,
talking.
Hold on. Hey, you gotta be careful on Uranus. Things get a little bit hairy every once in a while. Oh,
This is what the people are tuning in for.
no doubt.
Yeah.
This is what everybody wants from us.
Did you say tooting in for?
We got a teacher of the year in here, and we got a future teacher of the year,
Yes.
and we're making Uranus jokes. We're in sixth grade.
Of course. No, so speaking of time, me and Ramsey were talking about this. Helton, have you heard of like the metric system of time?
Yeah,
Where
they did it in France like 200 years ago.
Yes.
And
Is
it's
that not
freaking
like
stupid.
no?
I think it's stupid.
It's,
I don't
it's
like it.
glorious. I love it.
Helmets.
It makes so much more sense.
It's 78
Listen.
past 2. All right.
Yeah. Like,
Hey,
like
It's 293.
All right.
why do we do so many different things in America? Like we do feet instead of meters, so then we got to talk about inches, and every 12th inch is a foot. That doesn't make any sense. And then with time, it's 60 minutes is an hour.
Because we held on to the British system of doing things, which is weird. But you know what? That's who we are. That's who we
Brit's
are.
fault. You know what I mean?
Most things are.
But you would think after, we became our own thing and we said, you know what, screw the Brits, we would have come up with our own way of doing things.
Riggs, you're
right?
gonna have to wrap this up. It's at least 9/10 after 3.
Exactly. That
That
makes
was
so
so
much
cool.
more sense. Thank you.
100 seconds to 1 minute. You know.
So it was 100 seconds to 1 minute, 100 minutes to 1 hour, and then 10 hours.
In a day.
Yeah.
But the seconds had to be like they had
It
to
wasn't
vary the
actual-
length of seconds because it had to fit in a 24-hour time
Yeah.
span.
Yeah.
So
And they
Helton,
tried it for like 3 years, and then they gave up.
You're a big watch fan, Helton.
I
and
am.
I've actually looked these up years ago when I first heard about this. They sell watches in the metric system. And I think we need to get some BOG watches in the metric. I know you're not a fan.
Okay, but hold on.
You can at least respect the watch.
No, I can. Okay, I'm looking it up. Let's see what we got.
I think they're kind of expensive last I looked.
Yeah, you got us, Riggs.
They probably are because they'd have to be like, so they're called decimal watches.
Yes.
Makes sense. Deca is 10, Helton. You're not a math guy, but.
Oh gosh, more information.
Uh-oh. They don't put the price on there. That's a bad sign.
Well, the price is probably metric, and I won't know how to convert that.
You won't have to convert it. Our money's metric.
Not their kind of metric. Look at, okay, so for those of you who would wonder what time would look like in the metric system, here's a metric clock.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, it is it's 17 minutes past 8.
Right now?
No, just in this.
Oh, I want to know what time it is right now. I'm going to Google that. Converting
Current
time.
Decimal time.
Guys, this is something that's got to be done.
Sorry for those of you who are just watching us look at decimal time online.
That's starting to get real confusing.
Okay, so it's.
Boy, this is really confusing. Look at all these numbers and multiplication things, Riggs. Look at all this. Bunch of weird stuff in there.
Is that like how you convert our time?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just the sticks or whatever they call that, little conversions.
Okay, so the decimal time right now.
276. Is that right?
This makes no sense. I don't know. So like the GMT time right now, so like in England, decimal time it's 492.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, there we go. That sounds right.
Although no.
I don't
if it's afternoon, it should be after 5, right?
So
If
no, not necessarily, because you would do like 2 12 or 2 10-hour periods. So you'd have a morning and an afternoon.
So it's I didn't know that. So there's technically 20 hours in a day.
I guess. Maybe not.
I don't know.
Is there just 10 hours in a day?
All right, we're losing.
Okay, so hold on. I want to know. I know this is getting really confusing, but Riggs, why
the audience? They're tuning out. All right, there go all the sponsors.
Why do you like that? I know we just lost our sponsorships in the last 10 minutes talking about decimal time. I want to know. So you say it makes sense, but you have to completely like relearn your concept of time, like completely.
Sure.
For a better system.
Right. So it's more of a let's make the complete change in everything we do to the metric way of doing things. Right? It just makes sense. Everything's in intervals of 10, you know?
Sure. And I'm fine with that. I like the metric system. I can wrap my head around. Yeah, we can.
I'm getting sleepy.
Sorry. And okay, let's stop. First of all, we call this Helton's
hour of hate.
Hour of hanging with. We call this hanging with Helton. So
hanging with Helton.
Guys, I'd just like to talk to you for a second. This is really what having lunch with us looks like every single day. Talking about decimal time, complaining about things, complaining about decimal time. But you know what? At the end of the day, you might be bored. But thanks for sticking with us. We love you. We wouldn't be where we are today without you. I was trying to rip off Cole's corner, but it was hard.
No, that was great.
I think you did a great job. But it wasn't bad.
I apologize for decimal time. Anyway, continue.
Really, if there was somebody to blame, that's Rigsby's fault.
Well, sure.
Hey, man. Hilton, you watching the
Let's
OU
go
game or
back to
what?
Uranus.
Do I want to what?
You watching the OU game?
Of course I am.
There you go. Look at you.
Of course
You're
I
a
am.
true fan.
Guys, we got a Westmore alum tonight playing in the old OU Missouri State game.
We got a couple of them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we do. You're right.
Yeah. Bray Walker probably gonna play something down there for OU, and old Demarie Vick playing wide receiver for Missouri State. Good for those guys to kind of get out there and represent the WJAG. Good on them.
And
I don't think there's any sophomore guys playing. Any more guys? Don't think so.
get on the
They're all at
Twitter.
Kansas.
Talk about that.
Dropping knowledge, you know what I mean?
Talk about that, Southmore.
Sour grapes, you know?
Yeah. Here's the deal. I want to see all of them do well. I want to see great success, but you know, at the end of the day,
Boomer.
so
Well, Riggs, sing us out here for episode 9, man.
Bug, bug, bug.
Next week,
Bug, 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 bug.
double digits.
Bug, 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 bug.
The 10th anniversary. Make sure you're here, people.
Bug, bug, bug.